Hello, welcome to Coffee and Card at Home. So I'm sorry that we haven't had a Zoom session this morning and that there is no Facebook Live this evening, but this is obviously a pre-recorded video for you to show you how to make the fourth card, which is our final card in this month of Coffee and Card, using the Happy Holidays stamp set and the Holly Punch. So today we're using mostly the punch and a little bit there using a sentiment from the set. So first of all, you're going to need to take a red C6 size card base, which is obviously half an A4 sheet and then scored halfway again at 10.5, so that gives us the C6 size. That's going to be our backing card, which is going to go behind our next piece. So then I have got a piece of old olive, which is in exactly the same size as the card front, so you'll see it fits over exactly. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a holly pattern on there using the holly punch. So I'm just going to find my holly punch. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by punching out right in the middle of the card, and then you'll see we've got this pattern on the punch that helps us to line up what we're doing. So I'm going to go to the left and I'm going to line that one up, hold that in place, and then punch again, and then that punches out all of that. We might want to try and catch in that little bit as well, so I'm just going to line it up again on that side, and it only gives us a little bit there. I'm going to bring it back over here, so we're going to line it up on this side now, holding it steady. Oops. And then punch, and that takes it all across for us. I'm going to turn our card round and do the same again. So we're straight in the middle, and we're going to use these bits either side to help us to line up. I'm going to go again on that side. Then we're going to go to this side. We're lining up here. There we go. Now, what we also want to do is we want to keep a few holly leaves. I'm going to keep about 5. So just pick out 5 that have come out whole, because we're going to use those to embellish the top in a second. So I'm just going to put those to the side. The rest of our bits can go in the bin. Or if you're a person that likes to use things like that, you could always use those cut off bits for a shaker card. Or if you like to put things like table confetti on your tables, you could always use it for something like that, so that nothing goes to waste at all then. So what's going to happen now is we are going to stick that over the top, and obviously now you can see the red through. So we're just going to apply a bit of Tombow. So I'm going to put most of it on this section in the middle, but I also want to make sure that the rest of the card doesn't come away. So I'm just going to do a few little blobs in some of the gaps where I can see I've got space, and that will just help to keep the card in place when it's on the red. And bring back the red, and then very carefully lay that over, make sure it's straight, give the middle a good press down, because obviously we've got plenty of glue on that bit, and then just carefully try to press down some of these other bits where you know you just put a little bit of glue. We just don't want that to squeeze out, that's all, otherwise it will make it look a little bit messy. Okay, so that's our card base done now. Now we've got a strip here for our sentiment, so obviously it's not very wide, just 2 centimeters wide, and then you can have it as long as you want for your sentiment, and I'm using the one that says Christmas blessings to you and yours, and then I'm going to use the red to coordinate with the red behind the green. So I'm just going to use my guidelines on my grid paper. I think what I'll do is I'll go down to one end, and then that means I only need to trim on one end. Okay. And that's all the stamping I need to do as well, so quite a quick card. And then if you wanted to, you could flag the ends, but because I've decided to put holly at the ends there, I'm just going to cut it off. You could cut it off with a trimmer if you wanted to be more precise. And then that is just going to be mounted up in the centre with some dimensionals. So probably use about 3 on that one. Again, just try and use your grid lines either side just to try and help you to get that nice and straight. And then we're just going to use the holly leaves, and we're just going to stick them on to that sentiment. So you can use glue. If you find glue's a bit fiddly, you could do what I did and just grab a glue dot. Just sometimes a little less messy. Make sure the glue dot actually comes off. There we go, that's better. And then we're just going to stick that onto the corner there. I'm just going to pop 3 on that side, and then I'm just going to go for 2 on the other side. Okay, just make sure that's stuck on. And then just to finish that off, we are just going to put some gems on to make them look like berries. So you could use red pearls or red gemstones, or if you don't have either of those, you can colour your own white ones or silver ones by using a permanent marker pen, or using one of our Stampin' blends will work as well, but something which is not going to rub off, so that's why using something permanent or with alcohol in it helps to keep that on. Now I don't need to, because I've got some sparkly red rhinestones here, so I'm just going to take those off, and I'm just going to put some berries on now. And that just helps to finish the card off a little bit. And then the final thing that I'm going to do actually is just to put a little line down the centre of the holly, just to make it look like the holly has a vein. So I'm just going to use a marker pen or a blend and just pop that down the centre. that it just makes the leaves look a little bit more 3D. And that's your card complete. So we've got two slightly different colour variations there. This one which is real red with old olive on top, this one which is real red with garden green on top, and both of them look really effective. And a nice quick card that you could make quite a few in a hurry. So I hope you'll have a go at that. So a quick recap just so that you know what we've used. We used a C6 real red card base with a piece of green card stuck over the top as our top layer, which measures the same as the card front, so that's 14.8 by 10.5 centimeters. Then we punched out the holly leaves. That was using the holly border punch, and then we used a strip of basic white which measures 2 centimeters wide, and then whatever length you want it to be for your sentiment. The sentiment came from the Happy Holidays stamp set, and that's that one there, but you can see there's others that you could use, or even use another set. And then the final thing, just to finish it all off, was we stuck the sentiment down with Dimensionals, and we've used some red pearls or red Rhinestones just to finish off to look like berries. So I hope you'll have a go at that, and that's our final card for this month using the Happy Holidays, and then next month we'll be moving on to use a new stamp set, and we'll have 4 more card designs again on a Christmas theme using those. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.